Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Recently, my friend Brett gave me some venison, and here I have a cut of it that is known as the chop. Before I met Brett, I only ate venison once or twice in my life. Brett is an excellent hunter, and he always supplies me with some venison each season. And I start to learn to cook with them. And I discovered that they are excellent for stir-frying with vegetables. One thing that I find the venison to be very interesting is they are extremely lean. When you cut into them, they're almost like chicken. The fat content of the venison is extremely low. From this standpoint, it makes them a healthier meat choice than either the beef or pork that are raised commercially. This is also a demonstration the quality between farm-raised animals and wild games as a result of the kind of food that they eat. Stir-frying venison actually is very simple. I use the basic template for stir-frying chicken to stir-fry venison. From my perspective, stir-frying venison is probably the best way to cook them. They not only cook extremely fast, but they're also very tender. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to stir-fry about 12 ounces of this venison chop. This is also a demonstration of my fast cooking system, with its 4 attributes in flavor tasting, advanced prepping, stir-frying, and template-based cooking. Okay, let's go into the kitchen and get started. I'm going to cook this dish in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. I really like the flexibility of this wok, and it's pretty much my everyday wok. I'm going to start out with 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and of course you can use any oil that with a high smoking point. And some people ask me, why do I choose canola oil? And here are the reasons. And you can use any oil of your preference. After the oil has been heated up, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of fermented black soybean. If you are unfamiliar with the fermented black soybean, you can take a look at this video. It provides a slight smoky flavor to the dish. I'm going to fry it slightly before I add the other food ingredients. My wife really loves fermented black soybean. If you have not tasted them before, you definitely should give it a try. There are many different brands. This is the one that I used. You can purchase this online or any Asian grocery stores. And for cooking this dish, I'm going to use about 12 ounces of venison. I have cut them into thin slices so they can cook rapidly. To help me to spread out the venison over the surface of the wok, I switched to a pair of tongs. I find that it is very handy to have a pair of long-handled tongs available. This is a much more effective way to spread out the meat, because sometimes they are stuck together and the wok spatula is not as effective. As you can see here, the venison cooks very rapidly, and by now it is probably about 50% done. I add about 2 cups of yellow squash and followed by 1 cup of zucchini. I have both of them prepped in advance, so all I need to do is to find them in the refrigerator. And this is the advantage of advanced prepping because I can cook this dish very quickly. Next, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of freshly minted ginger. This is followed by another 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, now I switch to my wok spatula. This will allow me to stir fry the content more efficiently. Cooking the yellow squash and the zucchini takes very little time. I want them to retain their crisp texture so that I do not want to overcook them. So after stir frying them for about 20 to 30 seconds, I am ready to season the dish. I'm going to start out with about 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. I add this directly from my squeeze bottle. And this is followed by approximately 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce. And to add a little bit of sweet and sour flavor, I'm going to add half tablespoon of a Panda Express orange sauce. And this will help me to get my seasoning going, and I'm going to do a taste testing later on to fine-tune the flavor. And next, I add about 1 cup of julienne pepper. This contains different kinds of pepper that I have cut them into thin strips. This adds both color and texture to the dish. And by now, the dish is pretty much done. I turn the heat setting to low. I now do my final taste testing to make sure the flavor is how I would like it. And I decided that I'm going to add a little bit more oyster sauce. This you can consider to be my practice of flavor chasing. And it's good to have your sauces in squeeze bottles. After mixing everything well, I'm going to do another taste test. So okay, I'm pretty happy with the flavor, and the last item I'm going to add is some cherry tomatoes. Again, the reason I can add all these items is because of advanced prepping. The cook time of this dish is a little bit over 6 minutes. So with advanced prepping and stir frying, I can put a dish like this on the table in about 10 minutes. And the beauty of this dish is the fact that it has different kinds of vegetables to make the dish interesting. Now this dish is based on template-based cooking. Even though in this dish I use venison as the meat, but this could be easily substituted with either beef, pork, or chicken. The key consideration is that you have to choose vegetables that can be cooked quickly. As you notice that I add the vegetable when the meat is about half done. Because I can cook the vegetable quickly, so by the time when the vegetable is done, the meat is also just cooked right. In fact, cooking this dish, the venison is really not that much different if you have substituted with beef. And this is the power of template-based cooking. This dish already rich in color, but I'm going to add a little bit more green to it by adding some cilantro. Using this approach, you can give the dish a very nice presentation. The final step in presenting this dish is by adding some oyster sauce. A thin streak of oyster sauce over the surface of the dish. This gives the dish an interesting and elegant appearance. I think it is important that you make your home cooking not only delicious but also creative. I post a video each day to help you to cook the food that you love and enjoy, so that you can make home cooking practical, efficient, and fun. And when you use my fast cooking system, you can make home cooking as part of your daily routines. So if you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.